and flick the bean. I'm Joanne Prada, the pussy queen.
How did we get here? I said when I was playing GTA 5 that Trevor was my favorite and legit so funny. And everyone's like, he's a cannibal, Kelly. He's a cannibal. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
That's just a what? An eyelid. That's probably not even human.
And I was like, okay, maybe. Let's learn more about that. On today's show, the Donner Party, but on the Oregon Trail. This is actually the best idea I've ever had. We're gonna be playing Oregon Trail, but cosplaying as the Donner Party. In Oregon, and you may have seen this before on Oregon Trail, you often died of dysentery. So some of us will die of dysentery, and other ones, snake bites. And like other ones getting crushed by wagon wheels. This is the actual Oregon Trail, a historical map. The Donner Party went to California. They didn't go to Oregon because they weren't idiots. But, and this is why this works, they did travel on the Oregon Trail up until it splits. So this wagon, this Conestoga is going to Oregon. See that? This one is going to go to California. Okay, let's focus. Why were they heading to California? As you can see, based on this image, there was bountiful land, and they were excited because the land was all free to them. You can also see that like the weather was really good, and what you can't see is that they figured that their tuberculosis would go away and they would stop having migraines. I wish this was a joke, but they truly believed that that would happen. And one of the reasons they thought that was because everybody in this region of the country, they were convinced it was trash, okay? It was full and it was dirty and they wanted to get the fuck out of there. So the people who had just like a little bit of money packed up their wagons and headed west. And most importantly, they just wanted to make a fuck ton of money. That was the most important thing to them. And I can relate to that. On the trail, they had a really good time. Mostly it was just campfires, campfire stories, like f***ing each other's wives. JK. They would never. And they were super excited for Coachella. They couldn't wait. They heard Lana Del Rey was gonna be there. But they were taking their sweet ass time up until a certain point. And then they were like, we're gonna miss it. We're gonna miss all the good acts. So they employed a small shortcut that they had up their sleeve. And the shortcut was publicized by a man named Lansford Hastings. And Lansford was a liar because the shortcut was not a shortcut. It was so long and so dangerous. And he had never even been on it. He actually wanted to be emperor of California where there were only whites. So he was definitely a weird guy. 0 out of 10. And the Donner Party ended up looking like a bunch of old people who were scammed into buying gift cards. Okay, so the Donner Party left on May 15th, which was an atrocious decision. That is way too fucking late. We're gonna do this right. We're gonna build a miniature Donner Party. We need to remember that this is like all manifest destiny coded, so no minorities allowed. Cut that. I feel like that's a very successful group that represents at least a few of them in their atrocious traits as people. The Reeds did have a wagon that was like known as like the palace wagon. Like it was huge. It was too big. I spent $500 on it. I only have $150 to get materials, you know? So that's nuts. But they did have the biggest wagon, okay? They had the biggest wagon, but I'm not gonna have any money to put anything in it. What? I hate to say it, they had the biggest wagon. It was 2 stories. Yeah, we have to get that one. $150. We are absolutely fucked. Before this even starts, food, we should get one of those, huh? And one of these. Okay, we need some bullets, okay? I think that's all we can buy, to be honest. I think we need to save some money, right? It's only May 1st, and the Donners left on May 15th, which, as I've said 120,000 times at this point, is too late to leave. Yeah, well, we're all worried, and this is accurate. Despite a good night's rest, the party is concerned about the delay. I have to agree. As morning breaks in Independence, our intrepid travelers take their first steps on the Oregon Trail. They're so brave. Spirits are high, are they? Everyone is in peak physical condition. The wagon is stocked and the party is filled with vim and vigor. Vim and Vigor, album name. Okay, so everyone has low morale here. While gathering water for the camp, James Reed finds some turtle eggs. The eggs might be gathered and cooked for food, though some in the party might find such an act unsavory. Yeah, gather the eggs. Who finds it unsavory? Somebody holier than thou, probably. Oh, Tamsin. Oh, she hated it. I knew she would. What should I do about the morale issue? Okay. Several travelers mill about, wagons unpacked, and campfires lit. Yeah, let's set up camp. We need the morale, I think. The party gathers around the campfire. No, just rest. Don't tell stories. Yeah, that's good. This is, they did a lot of resting on the trail, the Donner Party. They would rest at any minor inconvenience. Their mother dies, rest. Oh my God. Wait, Tamsin Donner is forlorn? The morale, composure, wit, attitude. Oh my God. Things are very bad. When the party returns to the wagon, it's clear that somebody rummaged through their belongings. This is bullshit. Okay, Tamsin's bad. Look at her emoji face. Sad. We will never make it. Preach. What if he's right? Oh my God. Okay. We have 173 pounds of food, which is great. I know that our happy face emoji needs some work though. Fish teem in the water nearby, a prime location to cast a line and try to catch a bite. Though bait is required, the party could craft some. Let's craft some bait. I actually didn't consider that I had to figure out how to do this. Move the character, aim the float, cast the line, reel. This is nice. Are you kidding? Oh, I caught it. Trophy quality fish. Not quite though. 10 pounds of fish? Dude, this is pretty good. No? I'm feeling demoralized. I'm gonna try one more with this little jerk off. I think I can catch him. I know I can catch him. This is literally life and death. Yes! Did I do it? Yes! Old leather boot caught. Oh, that wasn't a fish. That wasn't a fucking fish. What the hell? I can't believe this is happening to me of all people. I deserve so much better than this. Maybe this is a dumber fish. I think I got him. Yes. Wow. 18 inches. Incredible. Good thing I didn't give up. Dude, I kind of like fishing now. I'm fearful because this is where I caught the leather boot a second ago. Yes. Fuck. I knew I shouldn't go over there. I knew I shouldn't go over there. We're done here. Well, 4 fish, but 2 of them are boots. Well, oh, fuck. Okay. Maybe, oh, wait, the harmonica? Yeah, let's use that to help the morale. Okay, should we use that too? I'm pretty sure Tamsin Donner. They're no longer forlorn. Look at all the stats. Yes. We should bake some hardtack. The party groans at the suggestion. Hardtack will stretch the supplies for longer, but it tastes miserable. What should be done?
I mean,
Yes. Cook 66 to make 99. Yeah. If you say cook 66 to make 99, I'm always going to say yes. James Reed reaches into the wagon to check the group supplies, then emits a startled yelp and stumbles backwards. Fuck. A snake hastily slithers out of the wagon, though nobody manages to get a good look at its species. The creature has bitten James Reed in the arm. Wow, fuck. Oh, look at him. He's just like on the ground, devastated. Okay, so we don't have any medicine, because why would we? We can suck out the venom, which sounds dangerous. Treat without medicine. Why would I suck it out of his arm? Nobody else is sacrificing themselves for him. Who should treat the snake bite? We'll try Margaret Reed because it's her husband, so. James Reed feels ill almost immediately as the venom pumps through his veins. Oh, goddamn. Okay, so we should probably rest or something. We're lost. Where are we? The wagon and its party find themselves led astray from the trail. The wagon is 4 hours off course, and there are cute little foxes over there. Who should? George Donner should. He's gonna take the lead here. I'll just get lost again. Hey, believe in yourself. Okay, yes. George Donner guides the party back to the intended route, saving the party from days of aimless wandering. Yes, a hero. Huh. Hunting is ideally suited to those who have spent time in the wilderness, requiring keen shooting skills and the ability to track prey through challenging environments. I think George Donner should do it. Here's why. The women were taking care of the kids, so they couldn't go out and hunt. And George Donner was a farmer, so that should work. I do have to be a little bit cautious with bullets though, because I don't have. Damn it! Fuck! Damn it! Okay. Okay, that would have taken him down. You guys, I'm literally surrounded. How? What is going on? I think that was good. Do you think that was good? She's very impressed. Oh. Okay. Blue River Crossing. So at the Big Blue River, the Donners buried their mother. Sorry, the Reeds buried their mother and spent 5 days building a raft to cross. So we must choose the best preparations if we're to have any chance of crossing without incident. How should the party cross? Well, they should definitely not ford the river because it's 7.8 feet, okay? Now, caulking the wagon, 51, that's good. 51% is good. Now, what does wagon repair mean? A fully intact wagon will increase your chances. Yeah, use the toolbox. Okay, fix that right there. Okay, that's better, but we didn't increase. Okay, let's caulk the wagon. Oh, nice. Okay. You guys, oh my God, please. Oh, it's so deep. Oh, it's so deep. Luckily, it's beautiful with the sunset, though. No. Okay, wait. Oh no, wait, it's been insufficiently sealed? Okay, we lost a lot. 1 pelt, 19 hardtack, 1 fish, 5 bullet. Okay, I guess that's not the end of the world. At this point in the story, I'm actually making a lot better time than the Donner Party. After they had buried Margaret Reed's mother, who had technically died of tuberculosis, but mostly died from just being old as fuck, they built a raft and ferried all the wagons across the Blue River. It was already May 31st. So despite my best efforts at self-sabotage, I'm still about 9 days ahead of schedule right now. Okay. Now, hygiene. Infernal whining fills the air. Swarms of mosquitoes plague the party, borne on the wind from the nearby water. We need to change their clothes. Oh, I don't have any extra clothes. Fuck. Okay. Well, it would be nice if we had some extra clothes, but we don't. Why did we stop? Don't stop. You've got to keep going. Okay, a coyote growls at the party. The party stops and waits to see how the coyote will react, but it makes no moves. What should be done? Why would we approach the coyote? Like, what would we gain from approaching the coyote? Let's do it. Let's try it. I think that Tamsin, although she's sad, it might help her morale. Growl. Now that she's closer, Tamsin Donner notices the coyote has something in its mouth. The coyote growls at Tamsin Donner, but doesn't move to attack. Should she approach? Interact. Whine. The coyote whines as Tamsin bends down, but makes no move to attack. Thank you for the apropos whining. Carefully, she takes the sack from the coyote's mouth. Opening the sack, it appears to be a collection of goodies, perhaps supplies from some previous party left behind. Yay! An harmonica and medicine. What a good dog. The coyote, having passed along its gift, scampers off with a happy whine. Tamsin Donner is left a bit confused as to why a wild coyote bequeathed the gift, but figures it may be best not to look a gift canine in the mouth. Cute. Okay, I love it. God, that's what happens when you approach wild animals. You know, something good happens. We're still in a bad mood mostly, but you know, I'm happy. The campsite has been set up with wash basins and bathtubs to make use of the nearby spring. The party can either spend time cleaning themselves or learning more about each other. Wash. Yeah. Although it might help morale. Okay. The party spent some time thoroughly scrubbing themselves, glad to be free of the muck and grime that comes with grueling travel. We're probably gonna have to cut this, but after the Donners got out of the Salt Lake Basin, they said that the men smelled like body odor and the women smelled like stale menstrual blood. You are a scoundrel? What did you say? Oh, they're fighting. I said, you are a scoundrel. Well, your mother sucks eggs. Love that one. How dare you? This apologies, that was uncalled for. I will never forgive you. Oh my God. Yeah, the bond between them is breaking already. That's what the trail will do to you. A terrible bang echoes from within the wagon, and Margaret Reed cries out in pain. Oh no. I have a feeling that this is like a misfired weapon. Yeah, an improperly stowed rifle has misfired with Margaret Reed, the unlucky target. This happened so often on the Oregon Trail. Like, it was one of the highest causes of death. And there actually was a member of the Donner Party who was shot and killed from a misfired weapon. His name was William Pike, and his brother-in-law accidentally shot him just a few days before they became trapped for the winter in the mountains. So he got to miss the whole eating your dead cousins part of the trail, and I think that makes him kind of a lucky guy. Yeah, let's treat with medicine. We have medicine, let's do it. James, her husband, should treat her, for sure. The bullet hit Margaret Reed in her arm, but passed through cleanly. James Reed provides some medicine and bandages the wound. Unfortunately, the bandages can barely stem the flow of blood. Margaret Reed will need further medical attention or perhaps a miracle? No. Oh no. Okay, what should we do? How do we fix this? Okay, a young girl nervously peeks out from behind them. You're the first people I've seen in some time. A sight for sore eyes, indeed. It doesn't make for much of a good story, truth be told. Our wagon broke down. We weren't prepared. My husband did the best he could, but he has a broken arm, and without spare parts, we are stuck. We might be able to make it if only we had some more supplies. The Donner Party was always helping people along the way while they were at this point. Like, they were always picking people up, helping people, like taking care of people with tuberculosis. For example, the Donner Party took in a 25-year-old man named Luke Halloran when they were traveling through Wyoming. He had tuberculosis and was trying to hitch a ride to California for that good, healthy West Coast air. Tamsen Donner cared for him dutifully until his death, which was about a month later as the party was struggling through the Utah desert. So we're gonna offer them 100 food. We don't have a lot, miss, but what we do have is yours. We're good folk. Thank you so much. I'm not exaggerating when I say you have saved me and my family's lives. We had thought our journey forsaken. Oh no. Fuck. I don't know. I think we might be able to make it. I know we're in like a bad place right now, but like, oh no. Tamsen Donner storms off into the unknown. Where is she gonna go? Oh well. The remaining party seems unperturbed by Tamsen's absence. Okay. So we're down to 3 of us. Tamsen is gone. Yay. I'm feeling good. It's hard to feel too good though because of Tamsen. Little Mary, mommy, look, it's the people from before. So it is, Mary. Ho there, travelers. I am glad to meet our saviors again. Say less. I see you've arrived safe and sound. Because of your generosity, we were able to make it to the fort with food to spare. You saved our lives. Mommy, tell them about the gift. Hush, Mary, I will. Hush. My daughter stressed that we should repay your kindness, and I wouldn't want to disappoint her. Please take this. Jane hands the party a small wrapped gift. A harmonica! I needed you. We hope it serves you well. It was my daughter's idea, so I hope you'll accept it. It's come time to say farewell yet again, my friends. Thank you once more for saving us. I pray you arrive safely at your next destination. Bye-bye. Cute. That's really nice. Let's stay for 6. Let's do that. I really hope they're sound asleep in weeks. Oh, look at them. Look at those plus. Okay, they loved that. They lost their minds. They were so happy. As the party leaves the clearing behind, their minds wandered at those who are yet to follow. How many more will brave the trail, following in their footsteps? Wow, they are poets. They didn't even figure it out yet. Look how good Margaret looks, though. A small ways from the trail, the party spies a long abandoned wagon. It may be salvageable for parts or contain valuables. Let's have Margot do it, because girl's feeling herself. Oh my God, somebody's sleeping there. -1 hygiene. What the fuck? Many hours pass before she returns. She looks surprisingly well rested. Oh, girl is hilarious. She's so, like a conniving little bitch. I love it. Just doing stuff for herself. While Margaret Reed, wily, returns with a wagon wheel, the party is sus. Why it took her so long to retrieve? The party packs the wagon and continues on their journey. And only one of them, look at her. I love the walking. Please, Tamsin, come back. I'm gonna treat you so well if you come back. You should see what I'm doing for everybody now. Margaret Reed winces in pain. Her gunshot wound still smarts, but the treatment she received has staved off any infection. Girl, I thought you were better. Damn it. Damn it, fuck. -10. Okay. Fuck. Okay, come on. Daddy's home. Dude, if I had known it was that easy, I would have been doing that all the fucking time. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm sorry, I got scared. Yes. Well, I mean, 2 bullets for 20 pounds of food isn't bad. Look how pretty it is. Like all those people and those flowers, sunflowers. Are those the ancient stones of a ruined castle jutting from the earth? No, obviously not. They are courthouse and jail rocks, noted landmarks of decidedly natural origin. Okay. James, haggle for me. $2 a fish? 12 fish? Oh, hell yes. The Donner Party is rich again. Chimenea Rock. Okay, if I restore her hygiene and avoid contracting cholera and get things, I will try my hardest. Mommy will try. Wait. You know why I don't want to do that? Is because I don't have any bullets if that's a hunting ground. What if it's a fishing ground, though? Wait, what did I say? What did I say about it being fishing? Craft some bait. Okay. Oh, I don't have any foodstuffs. Because I sold all my fucking fish at the last place for $12. I sold it all for $12 just like a second ago. I'm devastated. I absolutely... Oh my God. This is what the actual Donner Party felt like, okay? A towering stone spire erupts from the earth ahead. Wow. That's what she said. At its base is a large mound. That's what she said. As though the massive pillar was once a single mountain, now sculpted to a fine point. That's what she said. This is Chimney Rock, one of the trail's most storied landmarks. That's what she said. What about 4 traps? What do we do with traps? We'll try haggling. George Donner is literally... Oh my God, he gets more wit every time he haggles? Okay. Well, but I don't know what traps do, but I want it, so A. Maybe we can get some of the medicine back. Haggle. This is so fun for me. Margot? Okay, what is the agreement? 3 clothes? Hell yeah. That's right, baby. Let's go ahead and rest. Every time I rest, I'm just thinking like maybe Tamsin will come back. Because like it's so fucked up that she left. As I'm going through here, I'm noticing that all these other poor travelers have the poor person's wagon. Not like my rich person wagon. Where Chimney Rock once stood as a guiding beacon, nothing now lies before the party but the endless plains. Ugh, you hate to hear it. Daddy, look, it's the people from before. Are you gonna invite them to my birthday party? Oh my God, please. We'll see, sweetheart. Hello there, travelers. It's unusual that we meet again. I see you are fewer than you once were. We have all met trouble on the trail. Still, it is good to see our saviors are persevering. Calling me a savior? The perfect way to my heart. Say, I wonder if you might do us a favor. I know it's asking a lot, and we're already in your debt, but would you like to help us make a birthday present for little Mary? She'll be 5 years old this year, but the present we bought for her went missing while we were stranded. Jane would like to make her a doll, but is having trouble deciding on the pattern. Oh, cute. Who should help design little Mary's doll? Obviously Margaret. Duh. After a few hours of sewing, Margaret, Reed, and Jane finished making a doll for little Mary. The doll's hair is tied into a neat little bun. Margaret Reed thinks it looks quite fetching. Well, now this is charming little thing you've made, little Mary. We'll be over the moon when she sees it. You have my thanks once again, travelers. I do hope we see each other again in the future. Oh, that's really sweet. Okay. That was really sad. The party comes across a field of lush grass, perfect for grazing. It's a good place to give the oxen a break if there's time to spare. There's always time to spare with us. Okay. Well, we're going to hunting grounds. I have 2 bullets. No, that would have killed them. That was absurd. Okay, thanks to a carefully placed trap, George Donner also managed to retrieve 30 pounds of extra meat. Oh, that's great. Okay, somebody is smelly. George Donner. Who should harvest them? George. George has 3. But he's incredibly smelly right now. What's the point of him being good at gathering things if he refuses to gather things because he's paranoid about them? Ugh. Oh, you know what I said I was going to do? Is I was absolutely needing to change George's clothes because he's so messy. Yeah, absolutely. Damn, everybody needs to get their hygiene up, huh? Fort Laramie. Winter in 142 days. I can't tell if I'm late or not. It's hard to tell. Oh, it's so pretty though. A large walled settlement stands before the wagon. This is Fort Laramie, one of the principal supply routes along the Oregon Trail. As the party arrives at their next stop, someone rushes out to meet them. It's Tamsin Donner looking worse for wear after spending time alone. She's back! Tamsin. Oh my God. Thank God. She's back. I'm deeply sorry for leaving. I don't know what came over me. Please allow me to rejoin. It won't happen again. Girl, I love you. It was so sad with her not here. I honestly felt like, I don't know, like one of our crew was gone, which is what happened. Thank you for showing me kindness after what I did. Let us reach our destination together. Duh. Yay, Fort Laramie. The Donner Party also reached Fort Laramie on June 27th. While there, James Reed ran into an old war buddy from Illinois named James Kleiman. Now, Kleiman had quite a story to tell. He had just finished riding through Hastings Cutoff with Lansford Hastings himself. You see, Hastings thought it was best to actually travel the shortcut he had already printed, promoted, and promised the pioneers would save them time and energy. So he hired Kleiman to travel the trail with him. Long story short, it was a huge mess. Both men were on horseback throughout, and while they were able to traverse it, they realized upon seeing the route for themselves that pioneers with families and wagons that were tired and beaten down from already crossing the Rocky Mountains would simply never make it. So upon this serendipitous reunion between Reed and his friend Kleiman, Kleiman was like, take the regular wagon track and don't leave it. It's barely possible to get through if you follow it, and it's probably impossible if you don't. And Reed was like, yeah, but it looks so much shorter on the map and it's like called a shortcut. So I'm gonna go that way anyway.
The next day, Kleiman bid Reed goodbye and continued east, moving fast down the Platte. On July 15th, he crossed the Big Blue River and came to the grave of Margaret Reed's mother. For a long time, he stood looking down at the inscription, wondering what drove his countrymen west.
This stone shows us that all ages and all sects are found to undertake this long, tedious, and even dangerous journey for some unknown object, never to be realized even by those the most fortunate. And why? Because the human mind can never be satisfied, never at rest, always on the stretch for something new, some strange novelty.
I can relate to that. Depart. Bye, friends. You know what, though, guys? I still didn't get bullets. I didn't get fucking bullets. Ugh. A wave of anxiety mingled with excitement washes over the party as they leave Fort Laramie behind. A long journey lies ahead before the chance to resupply.
Once you got beyond Fort Laramie, there was no turning back.
George Donner spies a wounded jackrabbit limping amidst the grass off the trail. A swift gunshot should put it out of its misery and provide a little food besides. Who should take the shot? I mean, George, but we don't have any bullets. Okay. Yeah, the gun was not loaded, as I told you. Okay, here we go. We're coming up upon, yes, we're gonna harvest them. Okay, now George Donner, it says he has 4, right? But he refuses to harvest them. Every time I try, he's like, nope, it's too suspicious. So Tamsin, you best... She harvests a moderate amount of berries. Though she crushes a few, she carries a handful back to the wagon. Good girl. Oh, wait. Tamsin Donner trips, falling face first into the ground and crushing some of the berries that she'd managed to gather. What? She fell face first, though? It's crazy. You guys, we're 1 mile from Independence Rock. The party finally arrives at Independence Rock, a foreboding, sprawling monolith stretching hundreds of feet into the air. Let's see what's going on with talk. What's Jane up to? Oh, thank goodness you're here. Little Mary ran off a few minutes ago and she's gone missing. She says she wanted to carve her name into the rock like all the grown-ups. I told her to wait until tomorrow so we could all do it together. She's far too young and I'm worried she might hurt herself. Please help us find her. Who should lead the party? Oh my God, wait. Obviously him. Quickly organizes a search party and starts hiking around the perimeter of Independence Rock, hoping that I'll find little Mary before night falls. After a couple hours of searching, James Reed finds little Mary in one piece and in good spirits, climbing around the base of the rock. Hello, mister. Have you come to carve your name into the rock? My mommy says all the travelers have to do it. I want to do it too. I want to carve my name into the rock, but I'm not strong enough. Can you help me, mister? Yeah, help her. Yay, thank you. James Reed takes out his knife and begins to scratch little Mary into the rock face. The girl watches with rapt attention. That's my name, isn't it? Thank you, mister. Little Mary is ecstatic seeing her name on the rock. Satisfied with the carving, James Reed helps her climb down safely and delivers her back to her parents. Mommy, did you see I carved my name into the rock? It's going to be there forever and ever. Mr. James Reed helped me. I cannot thank you enough for keeping her safe. She seems to get along very well with you. I'm really glad we keep running into you folks. My family and I owe you a debt of gratitude. While the party was at Independence Rock, a horseman rode up with an open letter from Lansford Hastings addressed to all immigrants on the road. It urged them to go to Fort Bridger, where Hastings himself would be waiting to escort them on his new shortcut, the Hastings Cutoff. He claimed it would save them 350 to 400 miles. James Reed was swooning. As the majestic Independence Rock fades into the distance, the party looks ahead to their next challenge. The party is anxious due to the pace of their journey. You may kiss? What? Yay! Woo! Yeah. The party stumbles across an impromptu trail wedding. The crowd is cheering and celebrating the love of a young couple. The party could opt in to join or just keep to themselves. We're celebrating. We are celebrating young love. What a joy. Okay, that was oh, I got 30 foodstuffs? Wait. In the morning, the celebrations have cleared out, leaving the party alone on the trail. The group also left a small crate of foodstuffs for the party by way of thanks for the company. Okay, that's exciting. Oh! Tamsin Donner lets out an ear-splitting cry and the wagon lurches suddenly. Tripping over a single stone in the soil, Tamsin Donner falls and finds herself crushed under an unstoppable wagon wheel. She has suffered grievous injuries and needs serious treatment. You guys, she tripped over a simple stone. The party should stop to treat her and allow her to rest and heal. We don't really have an option. Please don't die, Tamsin Donner. Without enough medicine to heal her, Tamsin Donner is forced to walk off the injury. Her gait makes it obvious that it's easier said than done. Oh, girl. Okay. Oh, I need to do something. What can we do? Will a harmonica make her feel better? Okay, we'll try that. Oh my god, 43 days, you guys? It's not good. Look at all those fish. Steal them. We need them. The water looks a little sus. I don't think I'm wrong about that, am I? My dream is to catch two at once. Yes. Okay, it was okay, 5 inches. That's big. That's big. Oh, 3 inches is also big. It's more than enough. That one looks like a big one. 8 inches. Wait, 22 inches. You guys. Pisses me off. How does a leather boot bite? If this is a shoe. Yes, a fish. Okay, that's a baby fish. Hello, Rich? Dude, 10 fish should get me at least $60. Okay, and I think with that, I can buy enough medicine for Tamsin. Who needs to do other stuff in this game? All I want to do is fish. The wagon trundles by a cluster of gravestones by the trailside, recently placed by the look of them. A solemn air impresses itself upon the party, the grim recognition of the trail's oft fatal hardships. And Tamsin's looks bad. Oh, she has a broken arm. Oh my god. The oxen buck and rear, knocking Tamsin Donner to the ground as the wagon lurches to a stop. A loud crack rings out from the wagon. Tamsin picks herself up, clutching her arm in pain. She was forced to nurse the injury for some time. It appears a twisted stick lies on the trail, shaped eerily like a snake, and spooked the oxen. The oxen refused to step near it. The stick is thrown into the grass and James Reed tries to calm the oxen down. On inspection, it appears the wagon has sustained some damage in the commotion. Yeah, George, do it. Do it. Don't be a weirdo about it and just do it. Stop. Arriving at parting of the ways. Though no one has so much as noticed the gradual ascent, the party has arrived at the summit of the Rocky Mountains, the very backbone of the North American continent. They are looking smelly. Sell fish. $1 per fish? No. That's not the deal I remember. You know what we need to do? Put that James Reed wit to the test. Need like $50. Slightly improves. Oh, I think it's $2 an inch, maybe. Sorry, do you see that $142? Some of us are rich on the trail, okay? We are rich on the trail. Yeah, we need that 3 medicine. It like really doesn't even matter. What? Oh my God. If I hadn't have sold those fish, I could have just traded those fish to him. There's no store. Can't believe this happened. I can't believe I can't help her. I thought the fishing was gonna save me. When the Donner Party reached the parting of the ways, most of the wagons that were still on the trail headed right, but 20 wagons, including the 9 belonging to the Donners and Reeds, headed left to Fort Bridger, where they expected Hastings to be waiting for them. Rugged sagebrush fields stretch out before the party, marking the end of the Continental Divide and the onset of Oregon country proper.
They were in what the mountain men called Oregon country now, 1,000 miles from independence, with more than 1,000 miles still to go. They moved on, spellbound by the altitude and the landscape, and the endless sea of sage.
Sage was pretty iconic on the Oregon Trail. Broken leg, broken arm. I know. What's that? It's Tamsin stinking up the place. George Donner spies a strange object on a distant tree. What if it's medicine, though? As the party draws closer, they recognize it as a beehive from a branch. Okay, not medicine. Can we make Tamsin do it? She has dysentery, a broken leg, and broken arm. Who do we like the least? Let's do Margot Robbie. She can do it. Girl, I believe in you. Ugh, 75 foodstuffs? Oh, hell yeah. She reluctantly approaches the hive, eventually gathering a large amount of raw honey, as well as a great many bee stings. She returns from the hive victorious, albeit swollen. But you know what they say about Manuka honey, so. James Reed has dysentery. Okay, we have a lot of dysentery. But I can deal with it as soon as I get someplace to deal with it, because I don't have any medicine. Okay, 26 miles to Green River South, which like, I'm just gonna have to spend whatever money I have on medicine. Okay, Margaret Reed has caught dysentery from James Reed. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, they all have dysentery now. We're gonna have to give up whatever they ask for medicine. I have all this money and nobody has medicine. So it'll be $5 per person and head of I feel sick. But here's the thing. I can't have anything traumatic happen to them right now. Please do good. Yes, okay. Whew. Okay, that's 32 is better. I really want to get to a fort soon. The party alights from the ferry after a pleasant ride across the river, off to Fort Bridger. It also seems like the longer you go without fixing your health, like you actually lose health ability permanently. Greetings, weary travelers. I can see you are injured. Perhaps we can be of use to each other. Yeah. You see, I happen to be a physician, and it would be my pleasure to heal any wounds and tend to any illnesses that might plague you. In exchange for a full treatment, I only ask for, say, 300 pounds of food. My wife and I somewhat lack provisions. Let's see if we can appeal. I understand completely, but know that while I cannot offer you a full treatment for free, neither can I allow an innocent to suffer. Please take this spear medicine. May it serve you well. Thanks, doctor. Oh my God, let's see. Use a medicine bottle to fully restore somebody. Tamsin. That's good. And James. Just based on like who is in the worst situation, I guess. The only thing keeping them going is the filling rations. I swear. That's a fort. That is absolutely a fort. At first glance, it's not clear why this scant collection of logs merits the title of Fort Bridger at all. Nevertheless, the party is more than grateful to have arrived. When the Donner Party arrived at Fort Bridger on July 27th, Lansford Hastings was nowhere to be found. He had left the previous week, leading a different group of wagons through the cutoff, but he had left instructions for later groups to follow him. James Reed wanted a second opinion on the shortcut, so he asked Jim Bridger, the man who ran Fort Bridger, whether Hastings Cutoff was a good route. Jim Bridger, with a totally straight face, assured James Reed that Hastings Cutoff is, quote, a fine and level road with plenty of water and grass. Of course, Bridger had an incentive to promote the cutoff. It would require travelers to pass through his fort. And who among us doesn't want to be a rich pioneer fort owner who's probably ruggedly handsome? And so with Jim Bridger's guarantee, the Donner Party decided to take a quick break and rest for 4 days before setting off into the wilderness following Hastings Trail. Okay, let's depart. I'm done here. Bye, Fort Bridger. This is the literal figurative shortcut. As you can see, if we took the normal route right here, we would have been fine. We would have made it with ample time. But instead, they went in this untested area right down here, and they lost about 2 months doing that. I'm not. I wish I was kidding. 2 months they spent on this fucking nightmare that Lansford Hastings sent them on. He is 100% the villain of the story. Why did it take them 2 months, you might ask? Great question. As you can see, I got this from Getty Images, so it's real. So just a few days into the cutoff, they found a letter that was from Hastings. It said to not follow him any further because the way ahead was virtually impassable. James Reed, upon reading this note, hopped on his horse and rode ahead looking for Hastings. When he finally tracked Hastings down 5 days later, Hastings refused to turn back and guide their party. Instead, he took Reed to a ridge and pointed out what he thought might be an easier way through. It was not. The party was forced to hack through brush and trees and traverse steep canyons. They averaged two miles a day through this section, and tempers were running high. In other words, there was a fuck ton of fighting. At this point, all of the families on the trail hated each other. They could not get further away from each other. In fact, there were about 7 families and 90 people, and they could be like a day apart. The fighting got so bad that their leader, James Reed, ended up killing a guy who was just doing his job. And he killed him, and everybody else was pissed the fuck off. They were like, James Reed, how dare you? And instead of hanging him, they very kindly were like, we're going to make you leave the group. You can have your horse, but you have to leave. And he did. He left. And he left his family behind. And so his wife, Margaret, was alone with her kids. And they were trying to then make it on their own on the Oregon Trail without a man. You can imagine how hard that would be as a frail baby woman. Another thing that happened, all of the oxen, not all of their oxen, some of their oxen were killed / stolen by some juvenile, like some kids, some Native American kids who were just out playing pranks. They killed kind of a lot of them. And one night after they had stolen some of them, they could hear the Native Americans up in the mountains, like laughing at them, allegedly. I'm not sure how true that is. So that was dangerous because we need the oxen to pull the wagons, among other things, like eating them later. This is what the desert looked like. It wasn't a cute Joshua Tree desert. It was a desert. Hellish, no water. Hastings had told them that the Salt Lake Desert was a 2-day ride. In reality, it took them 5 days. They ran out of water and 32 oxen either died or ran off, forcing them to abandon several wagons. By the time the party finished Hastings Cutoff and got spit back out on the California Trail, it was already September 26th. Winter was closing in and they were still about 400 miles from Sutter's Fort. Oh, we're about to go up a big hill. It's hard to get big wagons up the hill, and a lot of times they would have to use twice as many oxen to pull the big-ass wagons up the hill. Leaving Emigrant Pass behind, the party is awed and somewhat daunted by the distant view of the desolate Great Basin ahead of them. With only $3 to their name, too. Quite forlorn. Margaret has dysentery. Boy, we need to work on Margot's health. They're healthy, but they're sad. Winter's in 43 days. We're in a hurry, but, we're sad. I can hear rushing water. Don't get your hopes up. The brown waters of the Humboldt River snake their way across the Great Basin. Emigrants must cross the river on their journey to California. The river is deceptively deep in places, and the party will need to carefully consider how to tackle the challenge. None of the other travelers will talk to them because they look like shit. What about Ferry? Haggle. Can we haggle it down to $3? Let's see what our chances are. 0% chance. Should we do it? That feels very Donner-esque. All right, so we have one answer. It's caulk the wagon. We'll wait to see if conditions improve. I think we just have to go. October 8th? We just have to go. Okay, we got across fine. Oh fuck, we did not get across fine, did we? As the party uncocks the wagon, they realize that with the wagon left unsealed, the supplies have sustained some water damage. I didn't have any pelts. So we actually probably... Margaret Reed has dysentery. Yeah, well, that'll happen. We will surely die. Margaret Reed's vociferous whining continues unabated. The constant belly aching agitates the remainder of the party considerably. Let her air her grievances. No, you're all awful. Margaret Reed leaves for good. Lord, I never thought she'd stop. Party morale is +1. In Margaret Reed's absence, the mood lightens. She will not be missed. Good, we couldn't feed her anyways. Oh, wait. Sorry, I was pressing the wrong button. Okay. I don't think I can carry any more back. Okay, here you go. That's good. Sorry I took a laughing break, just trying to enjoy my life a little bit. We're not gonna starve. George Donner had a great hunt. Everybody laughed and enjoyed all of the times he missed. So shut the fuck up. Great. Oh my God. The bones along the trail. Oh, dodge. A snake has been coiled inside the wagon, and George Donner, athletic, has just narrowly avoided its bite. The reptile slithers off the trail before anyone can react. Whew, that was close. And then he immediately gets dysentery. Dust swirls around the party, obscuring vision and making it hard to breathe. I can't see anything. The party is forced to stop. Continuing in such a storm would only lead to disaster. Eventually, the storm clears, revealing that some of the oxen broke from their yokes during the commotion. What should be done? This happened in the Donner Party. They were in the desert, and their oxen all left them. We are going to... The Donner Party didn't find their oxen after they ran off. So we're going to push on. 29 days till winter. We can do it. The desert's ceaseless heat is only worsened by a lack of adequate drinking water. The party feels lethargic and exhausted. I dream of a cool bath. The wagon rolls westward, the party feeling a mix of weariness and excitement. They have begun their final leg of their journey to California. Honestly, these Sierra Nevadas look like rolling hills. The glittering waters of Mountain Lake are a welcome sight to travelers and a sharp contrast to Nevada's dry and desolate Great Basin. The Sierra Nevada range lies westward, the last great obstacle to immigrants seeking their fortune in California. This lake is really similar to the lake that the Donner Party ended up being trapped at for the winter. They got trapped there on October 31st, and it was a super early snow, and they could not continue past this point. So this is where the party would be camped for winter. A little about Truckee Lake. Right near Lake Tahoe, which if you've never been, stunning. Water skiing and snow skiing, depending on the season. The thing is if you were to go visit, you would have to fly into Reno, and I don't recommend Reno. When they were at the lake, they didn't have very many oxen. They didn't have clothes. They had very few supplies, and things got really desperate. They were incredibly hungry, like this lovely woman. It was really bad, and they did everything they could to not eat people, okay? They ate such things as their oxen, tree bark, and they also caught little mice that would run through their like cabins and tents, and they would just like grab them and just eat them. Now, at one point, some of like the strongest, most healthy members of the Donner Party tried to just walk out. They left all of their stuff, and they were like, we're just going to walk out. We're going to walk into California. And they were known as the Forlorn Hope. They were, 50% successful, if we're talking about like the percentage of people that actually survived. They resorted to cannibalism so quickly. Like after a couple of nights, they were like, should we draw straws? And everyone's like, no, that fucking sucks. Then they all just went to sleep. But they woke up the next day and like 3 people were dead next to the campfire. So they were like, score. So on December 16th is the day that the Forlorn Hope group walked out and tried to walk to safety. We're going to do the same thing. So most of the Forlorn Hope group had snowshoes. 2 of the ones that didn't have snowshoes turned around and returned to the lake on the 17th, the next day. Back at camp, the rest of the members of the Donner Party were so sad and hungry. When people started dying and the starvation set in, we started eating people here back at camp. And, as you can see from the heart, it was okay. They weren't using their body anymore.
That's probably not even human.
It's what you call reduce, reuse, recycle, right? Okay. Now the rescues. Finally, some people from California got their shit together, climbed over the mountain, and found the Donner Party. And they were in a bad place, obviously. But they were able to like sort of hike out, a lot of them. And it took 3 or 4 rescue parties to get everybody because they were walking in really deep snow and it was really hard. So the rescue parties started coming in February, and one of the guys who came trudging through the mountains with them was shortcut fangirl, good old James Reed. After he was banished from the group for murder, he managed to make it to Sutter's Fort on his own. And since he had some time to kill before his family caught up with him, he decided to go down to Los Angeles to fight in the Mexican-American War for a few months. But he returned in time to help out with the rescues, and luckily we have some real footage of the rescues.
This is it.
So there you go. That's what the rescues were like. Of the 87 total members of the Donner Party, 48 survived and 39 died. George Donner was too sick to go back with the rescue groups because he had an infected wound from a wood chopping accident while fixing a broken wagon axle. Tamsin refused to leave him and they both died at the lake, but their 5 children survived. James and Margaret Reed both survived along with their 4 children. Now, Truckee Lake is named Donner Lake in memoriam, and there is a beautiful statue of pioneers heading west. You can have a picnic lunch at Donner Lake. So that's the actual view. You'll have Donner bones right next to the lake. So it's a bad story. On review, I would say 3 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for drama, though. Love you all. George Donner was simply the best. Wait, why is that so good, though? But I do like Dance On Tamsin Donner. You know? I think she would like that. Save. That absolutely fucks.